I can't believe that I just spilled wine on my brand new suit. Not only did I get stood up on my date, but now I have to find somewhere to clean my suit.
But is that really still the same suit now that you have spilled wine on it?
Oh my God. Who are you?
I am Philosophy Man.
What are you doing here? And how did you get in my booth?
Sorry, but as Philosophy Man I'm here to ask questions, not answer them.
That seems counterproductive.
Maybe so, but maybe this personal identity thought experiment can assist you in your troubles.
I doubt that.
You say you spilled wine on your suit. As I said, it is possible that it is no longer the same suit. Ponder the following. Imagine there was a ship called the Ship of Theseus. Now suppose that as the ship got older they needed to replace it piece by piece. Eventually none of the original pieces from the ship remain. Is it still the Ship of Theseus, or has it become a new ship entirely?
It can't be the same ship. If all of the pieces have been replaced, then that which made up the Ship of Theseus no longer exists.
Maybe so, but how much of the ship had to be replaced before it stopped being the Ship of Theseus? The other option is that it is the same ship. Replacing the pieces of the ship is solely that, a replacement and nothing more. The identity of the ship remains unchanged, even though it has been altered.
Gosh, I never thought about it that way. Is identity made up of form and function, or is it defined by the essence and idea of something?
There is another part to this thought experiment as well.
What are you trying to do? I got stood up on my date, spilled wine on my suit, and now you're trying to fry my brain. This is the worst day ever.
Bear with me, we are almost done. Now imagine this. As the individual pieces of the Ship of Theseus are replaced, they are reassembled and put on display in a museum, forming an entire ship. Now, which ship is the Ship of Theseus? The ship in a museum or the ship made up of new parts?
The ship in the museum is the Ship of Theseus, because you simply took it apart and reassembled it in the museum.
Interesting you say that. The ship in a museum may be made up of the original parts, but it can no longer function. The ship made of replacement parts functions as the original Ship of Theseus. Is function important in determining identity, or does identity solely consist of external features?
You were right, you do ask a lot of questions.
You think I ask a lot of questions? You should meet my wife. In case we are being secretly recorded and used for a presentation in a philosophy class, I would like to summarize the Ship of Theseus thought experiment. How much change needs to occur before the object or person is no longer the original object or person? Second, if the idea and name of something remains but is completely physically altered, does it remain the same? Finally, is function important in determining identity?
All I wanted was a clean suit, and instead I got a headache. All of this philosophy is driving me crazy. And why is there dynamite and stacks of cash on the table?
I see a small RIP in one of those bills. I wonder if it is the same bill now that it has been torn.
Oh, not again.